Hello everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Nile Tech. With your AI host Sarah. We will explore various fields of information technology and technology updates locally and internationally. We will engage conversations with many experts in this field. In addition, we will know about everything new in the field of AI, machine learning, information and communications technology, and artificial intelligence. At Nile Tech, we will follow events, cover activities, and attend exhibitions and conferences on everything related to artificial intelligence, mechatronics, and information technology. Just stay with us.
Minister of Communications and Information Technology meets with UN Secretary-General's Envoy for Technology to discuss enhancing joint cooperation. Dr. Amr Talat, Minister of Communications and Information Technology, held the discussion session with Ambassador Amandeep Gill, UN Secretary-General's Envoy for Technology. The discussions address the latest developments in the field of communications and information technology globally, and opportunities to enhance joint cooperation in related fields. This came on the sidelines of the activities of the first Global Digital Infrastructure Summit, which was held in Egypt in the new administrative capital from October 1st to 3rd. During the meeting, Dr. Amr Talat praised the efforts made to issue the Global Digital Agreement, which represents a new stage in the global agenda for digital transformation, noting that the priorities of Egypt's digital strategy are in line with the priorities of the United Nations, including data governance, artificial intelligence, the use of machine learning technologies, and providing access to the Internet. Stressing the importance of the global framework for digital infrastructure management guarantees issued by the United Nations, which provides key practical recommendations to ensure the implementation of digital infrastructure in a safe and inclusive manner for all. Dr. Amr Talat stressed the state's keenness to enhance the use of artificial intelligence to find innovative solutions to societal challenges, explaining that the second phase of the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence is currently being prepared in line with global technological developments, especially with the widespread use of generative artificial intelligence technologies. Minister of Communications discusses with the World Bank joint cooperation projects in the field of infrastructure development and digital capacity building. Dr. Amr Talat, Minister of Communications and Information Technology, held a meeting with Ms. Sylvia Solf, Director of Practice at the World Bank in the Middle East and North Africa region, and her accompanying delegation. The meeting discussed current and future cooperation projects between the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology and the World Bank. During the meeting, Dr. Amr Talat stressed that the communications and information technology sector has transformed from a service sector to a productive service sector, pointing to the improvement of Egypt's ranking in many international indicators related to the field of communications and information technology, including Egypt's progress in the Digital Government Readiness Index issued by the World Bank to become among the group of leading countries with classification A in 2022, up from classification C in 2018, adding that the sector is the country's fastest growing sector. Dr. Amr Talat pointed to the ministry's efforts to build digital capabilities with diversification in training delivery methods in order to increase the number of trainees, pointing to the Nile Tech platform, which provides a large number of specialized training programs in the fields of communications and information technology, stressing the ministry's interest in supporting independent professionals and honing their skills to enhance their competitive capabilities in the global freelance labor market, explaining the efforts made to qualify young people to work in the field of outsourcing to meet the requirements of global companies operating in this field in Egypt. Dr. Amr Talat pointed to the projects of the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology in the villages of a decent life, which include extending fiber optic cables and establishing mobile towers, in addition to developing post offices and developing the digital capabilities of citizens. Artificial intelligence could advance in ways that surpass our wildest imaginations, and it could radically change our everyday lives much sooner than you think. We will explore the 10 stages of AI from lowest to highest. Rule-based AI, sometimes referred to as a knowledge-based system, operates not on intuition or learning, but on a predefined set of rules. These systems are designed to make decisions based on these rules, without the ability to adapt, change, or learn from new or unexpected situations. One can find rule-based systems in many everyday technologies that we often take for granted. Devices like alarm clocks and thermostats operate based on a set of rules. For example, if it's 7 a.m., an alarm clock might emit a sound. If the room temperature rises above 75 degrees Fahrenheit, a thermostat will turn on the air conditioner. And business software utilizes rule-based AI to automate mundane tasks and generate reports. Microwaves and car radios also use rule-based AIs. Artificial intelligence could advance in ways that surpass our wildest imaginations, and it could radically change our everyday lives much sooner than you think. We will explore the 10 stages of AI from lowest to highest. Context-based AI systems don't just process immediate inputs. They also account for the surrounding environment, user behavior, historical data, and real-time cues to make informed decisions. Siri, Google Assistant, and Alexa are examples of context-based AIs. By analyzing vast amounts of data from various sources and recognizing patterns, they can predict user needs based on context. So if you ask about the weather and it's likely to rain later, they might suggest carrying an umbrella. If you ask about a recipe for pancakes, the AI assistant might suggest a nearby store to buy ingredients while taking past purchases into account. Another fascinating manifestation of context-aware AI is retention systems. These types of systems store and retrieve information from past interactions. By recalling your browsing history, purchase history, and even items you've spent time looking at, these platforms provide personalized shopping recommendations. They don't just push products, they curate an experience tailored for the individual.
Welcome back. Let's check out the coming report.
After a year of intense competition among more than 70 teams, the national finals will showcase 28 talented teams aged between 10 and 18 years. These exceptional teams will compete for the opportunity to represent Egypt in the World Robotics Olympiad Finals in Turkey this November.
The
competition, in fact, we've known about it for a long time. I mean, we've been in this field since 2015, when we were still students. After that, we grew older, and our age no longer allowed us to participate in the competition as competitors, so we started participating as coaches for the students. Every year, new rules for the competition are released, as some things change from year to year. We start by reviewing the tasks that the robot is supposed to perform. We design the robot based on these tasks. Then we build the robot structure and assemble everything in it. We determine what the robot needs to read. Does it need to measure distances? What is the required distance? What colors should it recognize? And so on. After that, we start programming the robot and testing it until we solve the problem. This year, our project is a self-driving car, where the car is supposed to move autonomously on the field.
This year's Olympiad theme revolves around our relationship with nature. In 2024, the teams will explore how robots can help us live in harmony with the environment, tackle challenges posed by natural events, and promote more sustainable lifestyles.
I am the builder responsible for creating the foundation of the robot. The first thing we used is the distance sensor, which measures the distance to objects in front of it. We installed 6 sensors at the back and other sensors at the front, in addition to a wheel and a camera to detect colors. The camera is designed to capture colors, so when it sees a certain color, it directs the robot accordingly. When you have a red color, it should be on the left side of the robot, while the green color should be on its right. We are working on the programming, and Mason and I are collaborating on that. We have the camera that needs to recognize colors, specifically red and green, but at certain shades, because there are colors on the field that might be similar.
This initiative aims to expand the Olympiad and engage a new generation of innovators in the field of robotics.
I hope they achieve good results so that they don't feel that their efforts over the past months have been in vain regarding their future. This is the beginning of learning things that people typically learn in college. For us, we are here now, and I am essentially an engineering graduate. There are engineers with us who do not know how to do what they are doing now, which means they will learn what they need, and they will stand out in their college. You will find them doing things that their peers cannot do, which is a good thing. At their age, they can accomplish something like this. As for the benefit of artificial intelligence, it greatly helps to speed up the process. For example, if they need to accomplish something specific in programming, they can search for it and find it easily without having to go to someone else.
This event serves as a celebration of the future of robotics and its potential to make a positive impact on our world.
Hello, dear viewers. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic, AI ethics. To help us understand, we have Dr. Marwa Saudi, an expert in AI policy. Dr. Saudi, can you start by explaining what AI ethics is?
Hi, thank you. Absolutely. AI ethics refers to the principles and guidelines that govern the development and use of artificial intelligence technologies. It focuses on ensuring these systems are designed and implemented in ways that are fair, transparent, and respect human rights. So this involves considering the potential impacts of AI in society, individuals, and various communities and the environment. And this is why we have ethical frameworks to help us navigate the complexities of AI. Such as issues of bias, privacy, accountability. And by establishing these guidelines, we aim to prevent the harm and promote positive social outcomes and to ensure that AI technologies benefit everyone rather than just exacerbating existing inequalities.
That's a great overview. Now, what do we mean by responsible AI?
That responsible AI encompasses the practices and the frameworks that organizations adopt to ensure their AI systems are ethical and beneficial. And this includes conducting through impact assessments to evaluate the potential consequences of AI deployment and engaging diverse stakeholders as scholars, academics, affected communities, and domain experts to gather multiple perspectives and ensuring accountability in AI decision-making process. So responsible AI also emphasizes the importance of transparency, and organizations should be clear about how their AI systems work and the data they use. Ultimately, it's about fostering the trust in AI technologies and ensuring that they serve humanity positively and enhancing our lives rather than just causing harm or division.
Interesting. You mentioned accountability. Can you explain what ethics washing means and why it's a concern?
Yes, certainly. Ethics washing refers to the superficial implementation of ethical practices in AI development, often as a marketing tactic rather than a genuine commitment to ethical standards. So companies, basically the big companies may publicly claim to prioritize ethics while failing to address the actual ethical concerns in their AI systems. This can involve vague promises about fairness and transparency without any concrete actions to back them up. And the concern here is that ethics washing can mislead the public and the stakeholders and eroding trust in AI technologies. So when organizations prioritize the image over substance, it's not only undermines their credibility, but can also lead to real-world consequences, such as biases or causing harm to marginalized communities. So it's essential for stakeholders and consumers to critically assess the claims made by organizations about their ethical practices, especially when it comes to big organizations.
That sounds troubling. What can organizations do to avoid ethics washing and ensure they are genuinely committed to AI ethics?
So what do we expect from organizations is that they should establish clear ethical guidelines and frameworks that are integrated into their AI development process from the very beginning. And this involves not just having a code of ethics on paper, but actively engaging with it throughout the life cycle of AI projects. So regular audits and assessments can help ensure that ethical standards are being met. Also, transparency is crucial, so organizations should openly communicate about their AI practices, including the challenges they face and how they are addressing them. Moreover, involving diverse voices in decision-making is considered vital. This can help address different perspectives and potential biases, ensuring that the AI systems developed are inclusive and equitable. And finally, organizations should foster a culture of ethical awareness among employees, encouraging them to think critically about the implications of their work, especially developers and computer scientists and data scientists.
Thank you, Dr. Saudi. Now, can you explain what the EU AI Act is and its significance in the context of AI ethics?
Absolutely, yeah. The EU AI Act is considered one of the important acts that came into action this August, and it's a legislative proposal by the European Commission aimed at regulating artificial intelligence in the European Union. So its primary goal is to ensure that AI systems are safe and respect fundamental rights while promoting trust in AI technologies. Simply, the Act categorizes the AI systems into different risk levels ranging from the minimal to unacceptable risk, each with specific requirements and obligations. And for high-risk AI systems, such as those used in critical infrastructure or biometric identification, the Act mandates rigorous assessments, transparency, and accountability measures. And this includes the need for detailed documentation and the ability to explain how these systems make decisions. The significance of the EU AI Act lies in its comprehensive approach to AI governance, setting a regulatory framework that prioritizes ethical considerations and societal impact. And by establishing these standards, the EU aims to lead the way in creating a responsible AI ecosystem that can serve as a model for other regions, ensuring that technological innovation does not come at the expense of ethical standards and human rights.
Thank you for shedding light on these important topics. Dr. Sudi, finally, what role do consumers play in promoting responsible AI practices?
Well, consumers hold significant power by demanding transparency and accountability from companies. They can drive change in the industry. When consumers actively seek out organizations that prioritize ethical practices and support those that align with their values, it sends a strong message to the market. Additionally, educating themselves about AI and its implications empowers consumers to make informed choices and advocate for better practices. They can participate in public discussions, support regulations that promote ethical AI, and raise awareness about the potential risks and benefits of AI technologies. And basically, also, consumer activism can play a critical role in pushing companies to take their ethical commitments seriously, ultimately leading to a more responsible AI landscape.
Thank you for your insights. Dr. Sudi, it's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me. It's vital we continue this conversation about AI ethics. I hope we have more of those conversations. Thank you.
It is the end of this episode of Nile Tech. See you in a new edition with more updated subjects related to information technology and artificial intelligence. Waiting for your comments and opinions on the program's Facebook page.